Good morning and welcome to another edition of Truth and Research Radio. I'm your host, D. Phoenix, and I apologize lately. I haven't made a video in a couple weeks, but it's been a little bit hectic around with looking for a house, dealing with the banks, the normal routine that you got to go through. Been looking at several houses to move to. So it's kind of tedious thing. We don't want to jump into something right away, but it's just how things go. Just look and see what the best options are. It's starting to turn like California out here. The prices are way up. I mean, something's going on with the real estate, and I think that they're all in cahoots together, raising prices, and yeah, it's a madhouse, especially now with the virus going around, the COVID, having a spike, so-called, but really I think it's all bullshit. So I felt it important that I do come on here because I have not yet taken my oath of office. So before anything else, I would like to do that right now. So here we go. I, D. Phoenix, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. So I needed to get that out of the way. So took the oath just like everybody. So it's important that we do that because we need to let these people know where our allegiances lie with our country and God. Because if we don't take a stand soon, these rioters and everything else are just going to get way out of hand. So we do have to step things up. Now, like I said, I don't have a Twitter account. Well, I do, but it's suspended. So I can get on there and look, but I can't post anything. So, and that's from just past things with the climate engineering things I was involved with, and that story's been told to you 1,000 times. So I am gonna try, if Twitter does do a reset at some point and new ownership, I will try to get involved with Twitter again, but at this time they won't allow me. I've tried to create another account, but somehow through my phone number they're able to know it's me, and so I don't want to go through the whole thing of a new phone and new email and all that, and so I just give it a rest and maybe send them an email sometime and get it corrected somehow, and maybe they'll let me back in, who knows. But I may make a Parler account, which a lot of people are doing, but I did notice that there is some censorship going on Parler as well. I did hear that through RDoc on his channel. I have checked it out. It seems to be an alright site. Doesn't seem to, have a lot of activity yet as far as the Patriot movement, but I'm sure that'll pick up once Twitter, because Twitter is going to shut down. Twitter will start shadow banning everybody, and it's just a matter of days now to where when they start to really lose the narrative horribly, that's when the censorship's going to pick up with Google, YouTube. YouTube is already, I noticed, RDoc put a video out last night, and not even maybe an hour after, they already shut it down for copyright. I had it playing, I paused it, because I was a little bit late getting to watch it, but they had already put for home box office, which is HBO. They claim HBO put a block on the video because of content, the presidents he was bringing up. And I sent a comment to YouTube just calling that just total bullshit. That you can play little segments of things as long as you're not playing the whole show and you're using it as, say, a tutorial, as such as Ardoc was doing. There should not be any problem with that. He wasn't claiming it was his. He was playing short segments of information regarding presidents. So yeah, Ardoc, yeah, I'm sorry, man, if you happen to ever watch my videos. I do follow you. All the Patriot guys, you know, I'm in there with you guys. Also, I wanted to apologize to Patriot News for not getting in there lately. It's just I with work and trying to, you know, get a house, and we're not in a big rush, but it's, you know, we're trying to, you know, get something before September, which now I'm thinking probably won't happen because, you know, they're snatching up real estate out here pretty quickly, and the prices, you know, I don't know how they're doing it, but there's got to be some kind of a price gouge going on because they're thinking these houses are like gold plated with diamond, you know, interiors, and you know it's really ridiculous on price right now with all these houses. But you know, especially with the so-called pandemic, you know, in the middle of one when the economy is supposedly down right now, so they try to claim the economy's trash because of Trump, which isn't more bullshit. So yeah, it's just they're something's going on where they're purposely trying to bankrupt everybody. I mean, literally purposely trying to bankrupt everybody. They want people to be poor and be paying all their money to the banks, and this is part of their plan to take control of us here, you know, us, you know, civilians that, you know, pay taxes and whatever. So, yeah, it's all a plan. I think that, you know, like right now, there's no way these properties out here are worth what they're claiming. It's got to be something going on with the real estate. Now I know I realize they're not dirt cheap. I go with the inflation and the times, and I know, but a 4-bedroom house that's not very big and they want $300,000. I don't think so. It's, you know, it's for being in the desert. This isn't like prime real estate. It's, for God's sakes, it gets to be 125 degrees out here. Some people like to move down here. I get it, but to get away from there, you know, maybe they're in a, you know, a Democratic stronghold where it's just a shithole and they need to get out. I get it, but it's not such a flow that they think that the houses are just worth $1 million. It's just horrible right now. So we're looking for the right thing now. I also wanted to get into General Flynn, and it's great news that he's finally he's able to do what he wants to do. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Now they're still going to try to do dirty tricks on him, but you know, God bless the man. He's been through so much, and you know, he's there for us, just like the NSA now is on our side. The NSA is fully controlled by the Patriots, and it's really a great thing to see that Q is really flooding us out with a lot of information. The Ghislaine, whatever, that was just recently arrested, I believe Thursday. Yeah, she's, I truly believe she's not really the target. She's still kind of like an Epstein. She might be a little deeper into it than Epstein was. I think she was Epstein's handler, but then Ghislaine also had handlers. So, and I think it goes back to Mossad, MI6. I truly believe it's Mossad and MI6, because I think MI6 and Mossad are one and the same. They have, you know, people from Mossad in there, just like they've infiltrated parts of our government, which I'm hoping they've weeded those people out, and I think that they have. I think Director Ray, he's been real quiet, but I do think there's a lot of inside activities going on where I think people are getting rooted out. There's probably very, very many under investigation right now. There's probably so many investigations that we don't even know about that are so heavily entrenched. Um, it's a blessing that we have a president like Donald Trump, because the man is like a steel brick wall. I mean, no matter what they throw at him, he somehow just gets out of it, and he's always ahead of them, and it doesn't even really bother him. I think it's almost like, I'm sure he did expect it. He expected everything, and I know the military probably said, "Be ready. You're going to just get hammered the entire time." And it only makes me love the man stronger, and it makes all of us support him even more, because he is the most attacked president that we've ever had. So, I mean, not even Bush, I mean, not even Jimmy Carter was hammered as bad as our president is right now. So, let's continue to pray for him, because he's a really he's a people person. He loves people. He loves all kinds of people. He Mexican, black, white, it doesn't matter. His color doesn't matter to him. He loves everybody, and his whole thing is looking out for humanity. There's a lot of people, on the Hispanic side, because I'm Hispanic, and I love the man, and it's a shame that a lot of other Hispanic people don't, because he's not against them. He's against the drugs. He's against the fentanyl that comes across the border, the heroin, the marijuana, the cocaine, the meth. That's the stuff he doesn't like, and people just don't understand. It's not the people. He would love people to come here to work. In fact, he's talked about allowing people to come here to work and travel back and forth, but there's always that drugs element. It's always there, no matter what. The cartels stop at nothing. Digging tunnels. I bet you there's more tunnels now than there ever was in history, because of how well the border is, how much more the border is being secured now. Still got a lot of work to do, but there's a lot of tunnels that they're finding right now, and I truly believe this COVID wave, and it's to no fault of my people, my Mexican heritage, my people across the border. I was born here. I'm Chicano. I'm a Mexican American. So I love my country. This is where I was born. I just happen to be Hispanic, and I love my president. So I apologize for that. I don't apologize, but for people to understand is, if you become a citizen, or you're a citizen of a certain country, you have to love that country. Now, there's a lot of people that came here, took the oath by being citizens. When they do, get to be a citizen, and you do swear that you will, love and love your country and love America, and they make you go through oaths. And I believe that you should follow those. Even if you are a dual citizen, say you're a Mexican citizen and an American citizen, love both countries. You don't have to pick one or the other. If you're born in Mexico, you love your country. If you become a citizen here, you love your country. It's not anything that has to do with who's right and who's wrong. It's, each country has their own rules, and I can't go, just like I can't run across the border to Mexico and go vote for their president. I'm not a citizen there. So for a lot of people have this mentality that that America owes them something, and it's really not the case. America allows you to come in to prosper, not to come in and defy our laws. And it's a it's a fine line right there with some people that have the misconception about America, like America owes them something simply because they're next door or whatever. People, not everybody, this is a very small minority. This is mostly people that are coming from way south, like Honduras and Salvador, things like that. They think they can just come here and do what they want to do, like MS-13, come in here, break all our laws. This is what I'm speaking about. I'm not speaking about the general public. This is totally different. It's the criminal element that our president is against. And people need to understand he loves people. He wants all people in the world to prosper. That's what Q's about. Q is worldwide. Q goes to Poland, to Switzerland, Australia, even Antarctica. We have posts from there. People with where we go one, we go all, signs. And that is, you know, it's really important to separate the two. Separate what's right and what's wrong. And don't believe the media. The media wants you to believe that he's against blacks, Mexicans, all this stuff, but it's completely not true. We need to get the racist part out of it completely. He's not a racist, and I firmly believe this. I know he isn't. I don't know if you guys are aware of the story that the black woman that was squatting in Trump Tower as it was being built, and the security officers found her in an area of the hotel squatting, sleeping, and they called Donald Trump over to get her out, to give her a trespass, so that's what you have to do. The owner has to give a trespass so that when they come back they can't arrest the person. But what he said, no, she can stay. And you know what he did? He built an apartment right where she was sleeping at. So where the area that they found her is where he built her apartment. And she gets 3 meals every day. She gets roses every week. And to this day, she does not have to pay any rent. That's how generous the man is. The man cares about humanity, and he hates people that are poor. He doesn't hate them. He hates the fact that they are poor. Not hates the poor person. He hates misfortune and people being poor. He wants them to have something, have a home, have meals, he's known to have handed out thousands of dollars to homeless people, and this I know he's done it many times throughout his life. He's a very generous man. Yeah, it's due time that somebody like myself of Latino origin, you'd speak up for the man. I have to come out and say all these things because there's just a lot of misinformation out there, and it's so far out of hand that until the Q team and all the Patriots take some real action and show the court cases on TV, arrest these people, show what they've been doing. You have to show them. You can show them by, now Q says show them by the actions they're doing now. Yes, they're looting, they're rioting, but to really show, you have to break down the crimes that the higher ups have committed and show the world that way too, because you can't just focus on underlings. All these groups, BLM, Antifa, they're all controlled. There's higher up, there's rankings in these organizations, which aren't really organizations. They're just There, it's just anarchist, insurgent, um, insurgents that are trying to really screw things up for us right now. And until we get to the higher ups and show the crimes to the people, show what they've been doing, actually showing court cases on TV, still a lot of this people will still reject because there's no real solid proof being shown out there about these people that are running these things. It goes all the way up. People in government right now, there's a lot of them that are really scared, and I think we still have more resignations coming because as it gets closer, you'll start to see more resign out, even in Congress, especially the House of Representatives. You will see some people step down as the arrests happen. Um, but I firmly believe that all the crimes must be shown. I mean, it doesn't have to get down to the killing of children, which I mean that's a little tough for people to handle, but you got to show enough stuff to the public, and if it involves children and the government doesn't really want everybody to see the grotesqueness of it, they can black out photos and just have court cases, but not show the gruesome stuff. Unless it's just bits and pieces, just to let them know what they've been doing. But I truly believe I mean, we got to get the ball rolling. There is just, time is being wasted, and Q says they have it all, and if they have it all, why don't they just get it going? That's what I say. If you have the proof, if you have the recordings, you have the videos, you have all the stuff. I know you find out new stuff every day, but the stuff that they have should be enough to lock these people up for life. And anything more they find will just bump it up even higher, which I don't think you can get higher than life in prison unless it's treason. And then some people, I'm sure, will get the death penalty because of the just vast deceptions and sell-off of our technology to especially China. They have a lot of our stealth technology. I'm sure about it. Yeah, it's a real shame that we had some really bad presidents, namely Bill Clinton, scumbag, selling off a lot of our secrets, just giving them to him, not even charging him for it, just saying, here, we have a gift for you, sending his general over there to say, oh, we have something for you before we leave. There's a big packet of all our secrets. That did happen. So anyways, I felt I had to get on here. It's time for us we got to do more than just memes. We have to shout at the rooftops and get people to wake up. We have to talk to people on the streets more than, I mean, the internet reaches a lot more, I mean, than you can run around on the street. But if you do see somebody that's, supporting this BLM or Antifa, try to pull them aside and say, hey, if they're not violent, if they get violent, then, of course you want to stay away from them types. But, if they seem rational, there are some rational thinkers in there that just don't know what they're doing and just join just because they think it's all true or whatever. But yeah, we got to do more. So I wanted to wish everybody that I hope everybody enjoyed their 4th of July, the birth of our country, and come on here and take my oath and let everybody know I haven't gone anywhere. It's just been really busy. I've been, with work and looking for a house, and it's kind of draining. I did take a few days just to rest. It's been a little bit hectic, but I have a new little setup here for my little recording studio. So this will be my new place of doing all my videos, and I hope to do many more here pretty soon. So I will be making more videos. I'm not going to skip weeks like I have. I know I don't want any of my subscribers to fall off, but just remember, I'm here. I've taken my oath. Yep. Where we go one, we do go all, and that's we gotta. When we speak for others as well that don't have YouTube channels, but are like-minded patriots. We speak out for those type of people, and we're kind of the voice for them that aren't don't have their own YouTube channels. But some of us wanted to make a difference, so we're all jumping in here, and it's a wonderful thing. But we got to take it beyond the memes. We got to be vocal and be heard, and we can't be so silent and down, like hiding out on Parler and things. I mean, we got to get on as many platforms as we can, which I'm going to begin doing. I'm going to head over to Parler, DTube, just make little accounts as backups, just so I can join the team, whenever we all gather up, and we have to all really focus and team up together and have a place to meet to where we can talk without being censored, and talk to each other. I'm gonna grab Zoom, and so I haven't had time to download Zoom yet, but I will do that, and hopefully I can join forces with Patriot News and be a guest host on Patriot News. I'm really excited about doing that. I kind of have my own style of, I research heavily. I spend a lot of time, it's like my face is always in the computer or on my mobile device, just looking up things. It's important to use their technology against them. Don't use it for what they want you to use it for. Use it for what you want to use it for. And just do your research, look up things, look up 9/11, look up architects and engineers for 9/11. Everything runs very deep, and they've run amok for so many years that it's been awful for our country. It's just, yeah, we got to do something. And Q, if you do ever happen to run across my videos, please, you guys, this has to get moving. 3.5 years, I know it's taken time to get a lot of things together with the grand juries, because I know grand juries are required for any high level type stuff most of the time, or capital crimes. We do need to do it right, but as far as not a single real good arrest in the government not happening yet, I think that's got to start happening, because otherwise, if the election rolls around, I have no doubts our president is going to win, but a lot of people are gonna think that, wow, it's been a long time and nothing's happened. I mean, wow, we got Jeffrey Epstein, he was knocked off. What about Ghislaine? Is she going to get knocked off, or are we going to be smart about it? Because if Ghislaine gets knocked off, then I'm calling bullshit on everything, because there's still just swamp scum in there running amok, and nothing's changed. They got away with Epstein. Not a single investigation that I've heard of into his death. Now, there might be that nobody knows, but I mean, at least announce, yeah, we think he was killed, so we're going to be looking into it. At least make these people sweat. Come out and say something. Say, we think Bill Clinton had something to do with yada blah blah blah, or we think Hillary, we're pretty sure Hillary was involved with blah blah blah, whatever. Make these people sweat. You can't sit around saying, oh no, like Bill Barr, no, we're not gonna press any charges on any presidents just yet, or any candidates. No, guys, hey, did you hear that? Yeah, we're not gonna press any charges. And he was all too anxious to jump up and say it. I don't agree with that kind of stuff. We got to say, well, I don't know. There could be. There very well could be, because there's a lot of crimes committed here, and you got to tell it like it is. Now, there's things I'm upset with, and there's things that I can deal with, but it's got to start happening. It's got to. It's just got to. I mean, people. I mean, like it or not, the faithful ones like us won't jump off, but the ones that are getting frustrated, they may just jump off the train. And yeah, we don't want anyone leaving the movement. We need our movement to stay. You know, we can do all the promises in the world. Oh, it's coming, but eventually people are going to get tired of, oh, it's coming, which people are right now. So yeah, I just think something, it doesn't have to be everybody, but something significant has to happen. One thing significant that will, cement in people's minds, yes, something's happening. It's got to happen. Something. So anyway, yeah, it was a pleasure being back here. Like I said, I apologize. I've taken my oath. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop making videos on my channel. Things will, in fact, be getting a little bit more frequent. I'm forcing myself to make time, because right now we might slow down on the house hunting just a tad and just keep our eyes open, because yeah, I think there's a lot of manipulation going on with the housing, and it's an attempt to get people worse rather than better. It's something going on. Oh, you want to buy a house? Well, it's going to be this much, and interest being at almost 4%, and yeah, if it goes down to 3, 2.5, that's better. The prices will drop. I mean, reasonable percentages. Not 3.5. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good as well. So I mean, I know it can be lower. The economy is not exploding, so there's no reason that the prices should be as high as they are. And I think there is manipulation, and it's an attempt to hurt us, not help us. It's an attempt to hurt. So anyway, there'll be more videos to come. I love you all. Love my Patriot movement. I love everybody that's in this movement, and even others that need help. Come join us. Find out what we're really all about. Find out. Come into our movement and see what people talk about. See the truth that is being spread, and see how we really are, instead of just making judgment but not knowing who we are. You got to give the Patriot movement a chance. Come inside, come join us. It's not gonna hurt you. It's only gonna make you better. So thank you very much. I hope, like I said, I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July, the birth of America. A lot of people don't get that. They think it's fireworks day. It's more than that. It's like around here. In fact, I'm beginning to think it's mental illness. Like, people just wait. You hear fireworks for 2 weeks or a month before, and now we'll hear them for a whole nother month after. And the ridiculous boom shakes your whole house. I mean, they're illegal here, and people don't care. They're so loud. They don't care. But yeah, I'm beginning to think that they just wait to light fires. Like, I can light fires all day. I mean, it's really just to be a little funny here, but yeah, that's what I was thinking for probably 2 or 3 weeks here. I was just like, man, mental illness, it's getting bad. But anyway, I hope to get another video up, and thank you for watching. This has been Truth and Research Radio, and I'm your host, D Phoenix. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.